this side so you guys can see it. We are having the worst little rodent problems this year. These little bugger squirrels keep coming in and eating all my red tomatoes. So I'm going to come out here and pick my other tomatoes before they do. Seem to not like the San Marzanos though, interestingly enough. I don't know why, but yeah, that's one of my pest problems this year. It's kind of driving me crazy because that's a otherwise nice looking tomato right there. Everybody, little Sunday night update. The first big task I did this weekend on Friday was to mulch in a little over half of my raspberry plants, which is going to be its own video, so check it out. If it's not up today, it'll be up shortly. But big labor saver here. And I'm strolling on my way over to the garden right now to start harvesting some veggies for the night before the squirrels harvest them for us. But yeah, so a little back to Eden in the raspberries. While I'm here by the raspberries, here's what the blueberries are looking like. They're pretty much end of season. Starting to get a little squishy. They don't have a lot of, well, this one's nice. It's got a lot of texture left, but this one's getting a little soft. So I have to, pardon me, I'm stuffing my face with blueberries. I have to say I didn't get the last harvest out of this. I missed one by 3-4 days. I should have been out here earlier in the week. I'm gonna pick more and eat them, but I'll let the little critters have this batch. But all told, our running total for this season, 11 plants. Oh no, it's not even 11, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 plants. Pardon, I didn't really collect off the other ones. But 9 plants, 54 pints of blueberries is what we collected. And like I said, I was pretty wasteful. I mean, there's a lot of berries on here. But honestly, we were running out of room now that tomatoes are in. Look at how many are on here. But yeah, just a little too squishy. Most of them. But we'll let the squirrels have the rest. But 54 pints this year. So that's a pretty good tally. And in on the quince. They should give slightly to the touch when they're ready. They should also be yellow. These are green, so I know these ones aren't ready. And very fragrant. But I'm a first-time quince grower. These have been here, but this is the first time they fruited because we pruned it, and then all of a sudden it kind of exploded into a small harvest of quince. But so we're watching for these to turn yellow, get a little softer, and become very fragrant. They're supposed to be amazingly fragrant and taste like the cross between a pear and a pineapple. Although they're typically a little too firm to eat all by themselves. They're better when they're cooked or turned into a jelly or something. But yeah, I'm just laying eyes on these. Hopefully another couple weeks these things will start softening up. I can try quince for the very first time. Well, here we are. It's Sunday evening in my garden. I'm picking tomatoes and so forth. Squash is still doing great. You can see that I have butternuts that are getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And there's tons of them. We're gonna do awesome on butternuts this year. But here's what else I wanted to show you. There's all sorts of little melons starting too. There. One hiding in there. Little guy over here. Little guy over there. His little brother next to him over here. So melons are finally starting to take off. Just got another batch of beans. Oh, here's another melon over here. So this is very exciting. After this little trio right here. Oh, and another one over here. Starting to get crookneck squash. It's a little diminutive here, some of them. Pretty small still. But we got some, fresh ones starting. Some over here that are getting really close to being ready to pick. Say another day or two. So yeah, The butternut squash is not the only thing showing in here now. Looks like most of the squashes are performing. And I'm just now picking all of the red tomatoes, anything that's even remotely red at this point. If you look in my compost pile here, my little furry friend has nibbled on a whole bunch more, so I just have to be much more proactive and get my red fruit out of here as soon as it turns red. And point out my asparagus here. It's doing a little better than I expected. I'm starting to get some showing back in the back, where I had almost none. There was 2 boxes, like I said, when I bought these in previous videos, and you can see that this box did really well, and this box did not. But it is at least starting to show some signs of life over here. So now I'm starting to wait for asparagus. And you can't cut this stuff till you have pencil-sized shafts. And I stick my pinky down here. See, we're nowhere even close yet. So it's going to be a year to, not that I would pick it when it's flowered either, but it's going to be a year or 2 before the plants are actually big enough to be worth cutting and actually safe to cut. If you cut them too soon, you can screw up the crown. So it's just kind of better to let this have a lot of green leaves and just kind of keep feeding the crown, feeding the root system. So again, the waiting game for the asparagus. Let's take a look up at the peppers. Lots of greens, lots of greens. We are so ready to have some serious fruit. Bell peppers doing pretty good. But ready to pick some of these. Maybe a little smaller than a baseball, some of them now. Another couple down here. These hot peppers, I mean, they are crazy. These plants just look so luscious. But there's almost no hot peppers on them. So, I don't know, we'll have to see if we actually get anything out of this, out of these hot peppers, besides lots of show. And again, we've got lots of little buds. They should be growing peppers, but it's just slower than I want to wait for. Let's see what we got in here. Lots of flowers. Some little baby jalapenos and stuff starting in here now. But not much. If you look in here, we're starting to get some little fruits. But we're really late in the season for what we're getting for hot peppers. I don't know why. I don't know if we planted a little late or the crazy rain we've had. Well, here's one. Oh, two little guys. I believe these are the Hungarian peppers. Right here. Earlier, I saw one banana pepper. Oh, there she is. That's just about ready for picking too. But yeah, these plants look so alive and wonderful. But they just so don't want to give me peppers. Alright, well that's today's vegetable garden. I now have to beat my way over to the cherry tomatoes over there, which are almost impossible to access because the butternut squash has conquered. But I'm going to see if I can get over there and see how the cherries are looking. I did bushwhack my way to the middle of the cherry tomatoes, but unfortunately there was exactly one ripe one in there. But man, I gotta get in here and cut these things. These things need to be pruned in the biggest way. But they've got a bunch of fruit, so, and the one I had was delightful. So getting close on these two, but really I think they need some sun on the fruit so the fruit can ripen. And here's a couple. Here's our squash has now officially exceeded the fence. And we got a little one there. This is going to be there's a little female flower there. So what do you think? One of my, oh, here's one. Oh, he's got blossom on right, but he's got to go. Look at that guy. What do you suppose the chances are I'll actually get these before the critters? You guys wanna make bets? What do you want to bet? Oh, and I got some yellow leaves in there. I'm going to have to get in there and prune, but it's 7 o'clock. I'm not going to do it at this point in the night. I just came out to get red tomatoes before the rodents beat me to it. Well, let's check on what else I was up to today. Well, today I ripped up that log up there. I got 10 2x4s out of it. Picked a couple more out of here. I know I owe you guys a ripping video to show making plank. I cut the one, 8x10 timber that was here, made a bunch of plank, and then I cut another 2 smaller logs after that, and then the fourth one up there on the hill, and expanded my pile. So I now pretty much have enough material for the back wall in plank. I got some funky ones in there. You can see I got some checked ones. But on the whole bottom is enough plank to do the back wall of the barn. Next layer I have 4 2x6s that I cut today, and then 10 2x4s. And again, like you can see, the top left one is checked. It's going to be funky. I'm not going to be able to use it for much more than blocking or whatever. So I'm always going to rip more than I need. But so far I have about twice as much planking for the back wall as I believe I need, and I'm starting in. I have half a chicken coop floor and a wall and a half or so for the chicken coop. So, exciting stuff. Well, that's it. That's all I got up to this weekend in the garden. I was mining yesterday, so didn't get to work on the homestead. So thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed. Please check back soon for more progress updates.